Israeli war jets continue bombarding Gaza Strip, killing 18 Palestinians so far and wounding more than 150 others, mostly women and children. Palestinian martyrs and injured included children, women and old men. Palestinian sources said that Israeli F-16 war jets conducted more than 80 raids on Gaza. Meanwhile, the Israeli occupation authorities admitted that 4 settlers were killed and 2 others were seriously injured in shelling carried out by Palestinian resistance men on Kiryat Malachi settlement. The Syrian government denounced the atrocious crimes committed by the Israeli enemy against the Palestinian people in Gaza Strip. The government called on the international community to exercise pressure on Israel to put an end for its aggression on Gaza and its flagrant violations of international law and international legitimacy. The Syrian government offered condolences in the name of the Syrian people to the families of the Palestinian martyrs killed by the Israeli enemy. It also underlined its commitment to the pan-Arab cause and support to the Palestinian people to restore its occupied land and establish the Free Palestinian State with Jerusalem as its capital, despite the conspiracy Syria is facing. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov has called for a halt of military action and all sorts of violence in Gaza immediately, voicing his country's concern over the developments of the situation in the Strip. In a statement in the Saudi capital Riyadh today, Lavrov said it was unfortunate the International Quartet Committee had failed to convene and adopt a clear stand that would rapidly create the appropriate circumstances to resume direct negotiations between the Palestinians and the Israelis. Iran condemned the Israeli aggression on the Gaza Strip, branding it as systematic terrorism. Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesman Ramin Mehmanparast has been quoted as expressing his country's strong denunciation of the Israeli crimes committed against the innocent Palestinian people, calling on the non-aligned countries to shoulder their responsibilities towards the Palestinians. On its part, China expressed extreme concern over the Israeli aggression carried out on a wide scale against the Gaza Strip. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman Hong Li strongly denounced any action that would lead to losses among civilians. He called on concerned parties, particularly Israel, to observe self-control to avoid any escalation of the tense situation. Dr. Bashar al-Jafari, Syria's permanent representative to the UN, expressed his concern regarding the attempt to change the Human Rights Council into a private sector that implements tiny political agendas which serves the interests of some superpowers. Al-Jafari said in the meeting held at the General Assembly in New York to discuss the Human Rights Council report that the decisions on Syria mentioned in the report are based on unilateral information and denounces only one side, namely the Syrian government. He added that these decisions did not call in any part for putting an end to violence, disarming the terrorist group and taking part in the national dialogue. Army unit clashed with a terrorist group in a Tadamun neighborhood in Damascus, killing many of them and confiscating their weapons. Several terrorists were also eliminated near Al-Maliki Street. Their weapons and ammunition were seized. A field hospital was found near Al-Najum cinema that contained quantities of medical equipment and medicines stolen from public and private hospitals. A unit of our armed forces clashed with the remnants of terrorist groups around the city of Harasta and its neighborhoods in Damascus countryside. This terrorist group has been assaulting citizens and their properties and damaging state institutions. The army unit wiped out many of those who were known for their terrorist and criminal acts in the city. An official source said that a number of the most dangerous terrorists were killed, and many of them were identified, including the leader of what is called the Harasta Coordinate and terrorists from the so-called Fatah al-Islam Brigade. Our armed forces eliminated several terrorists in Deir Zor and its suburbs. The terrorist gathering was attacked in Al-Bukamal. Several gunmen were killed and others were injured. In Al-Ardi and Al-Jbayla neighborhoods in Deir ez-Zor, an army unit clashed with a terrorist group, inflicting on them heavy losses. Our army unit continued to pursue armed terrorist groups in Al-Ramoun area in Aleppo, clearing a machine building and the surrounding residential building of terrorists, killing large numbers of them. A unit of our armed forces has destroyed a warehouse of ammunition and weapons and a car equipped with a Doshka machine gun in Al-Marja quarter in Aleppo, killing dozens of terrorists, including the leader of a terrorist group, Abd al-Ghani al-Shaghil, al-Sudanese, Abu Surahbil, and the Libyan, Abu Hudayfa. Prime Minister Dr. Wael al-Halaqi chaired the first meeting for the committee formed to follow up economic and monetary conditions under the current circumstances. Dr. al-Halaqi referred to the challenges and difficulties Syria is facing and the impact of the crisis on the economic and banking conditions and the exchange rate of the Syrian pound. He called for taking measures to meet these challenges and limit their negative impact on the Syrian economy, assure the citizens that the value of their savings is stable, and continue to finance imports to meet the national needs. The meeting also tackled the factors influencing the banking sector and proposed mechanisms to stabilize the exchange rate of the Syrian pound, as well as mechanisms to provide the Treasury with both foreign currency and Syrian pound.